Here today beyond the gates at the Irvine Adventure Playgrounds, the best home of the best jungle gyms in the world, and Rob Wade is here to tell me about all these great jungle gyms. Rob, thanks for your time here this morning. What is your position here at the playground?
No problem. So my position here is I am a community services program coordinator with the city of Irvine. So I oversee this park, the community center next door, and then the greater park itself.
So how often do you get to go play with the jungle gyms?
Not nearly as often as I wish I could.
How long has this park been in existence?
So this park has actually been here in this location since the late 70s. Originally, it was just a vacant lot.
Wow.
And the idea was to give the kids, a place to just come in and be creative and be free. And they actually used to hand out wood and hammers and saws and nails, and they could build forts here. It was a pretty cool place, yeah.
Well, that's one of the things I used to love to do as a kid is build forts, and there's plenty of materials here. Are those Legos? Are they the plastic?
Yes. They're not the actual Lego brand, but similar things.
Yeah.
So it's a company made from New York called Everblock. Made these products.
Now, is there an age limit here?
No, absolutely not.
So I can come in here and build a fort.
More than welcome. Anytime you want. Come on down.
So do the kids have to be accompanied by an adult?
Yes, we do require that all kids under the age of 8 come with at least an adult.
Okay. What are the playground hours?
So this playground is open, depends on daylight savings.
Sure.
So from, I want to say March until November, we are open 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then during daylight savings, 10 a.m. until dusk.
Okay. And when we're talking at the village, we're talking mostly to grandparents. And but it's free to get in.
Yeah.
Anybody can come in. And now you mentioned parks. Are there more than one park like this?
So this is a park actually within a park. So if you just step directly outside, this is a fenced-in park, but it's also within the greater university community park. Outside of here, there are basketball courts, tennis courts, another play structure, and a big open grass area.
This may be an evil word to parents and grandparents, but are the kids going to get dirty here?
Yeah. There's a good chance they're going to get dirty, and that's kind of all part of the fun, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, they stopped me from working in the sandbox down here because I had to be halfway clean. What are the busiest times?
So busiest times are generally right when we open, 10 a.m. until about 11, 12. And then we have generally a little lull until about 2 or 3, and then picks back up through the end of the day.
Do you have any organized events around holidays or anything, or it's just completely?
We'll do some things here and there. So currently, it's around Halloween time. So currently we're putting out Halloween decorations, bats, cats, things like ghosts. But if the kids go around and count all of those items and then come back and report to our staff, we'll give them a little prize, a treat, something like that.
Can the parents play on the?
Sure, yeah, they're more than welcome to participate. But we have some ideas of future things. So maybe some type of events, roasting marshmallows, maybe something like that in the future.
Who funds this park?
This is all owned and operated by the city of Irvine.
Okay. So where our discussions before we started to roll, you were talking about how this park used to be something else. You as a kid used to come here and do what?
Yeah, so like I mentioned earlier, it was a place you could just come in and kind of be creative and free. When I was a kid, we built a half-pipe skate ramp and would skateboard in here.
Sure.
That got torn down and turned into forts. And then those forts got torn down and turned into other forts. They also used to do a cool thing in the summertime where they would line the big hill with a plastic tarp. And someone stand at the top with a hose and then slide down the tarps, and then playing mud pits and that kind of stuff.
Oh my God! Then you would get dirty.
Oh yeah, filthy.
I noticed behind in the back there is a what is the butterfly park?
Yeah, there's a little butterfly garden, and that's been built by our middle school youth action team.
Mm-hmm.
So local middle schools, we have a program here in Irvine called Youth Action Team, and these kids came in and they painted butterfly wings on our shed back there, and then painted some really cool colors and things around.
Is that a maze? Or is it just a place to sit?
Just a place to hang out. Yeah.
Okay, because I noticed it was very peaceful back there.
Yes. It's probably the quietest place in the park.
Yeah, I know. We were looking at that. Now, we're talking to a lot of people in Laguna Woods Village, which they would bring their grandkids here. And I guess around the holidays that this could be a popular time. Are they closed? Are you guys closed any days?
We're open. We only close for holidays. So we will close on, like Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, and New Year's Day. Otherwise, we're open. Yeah, we're open, and everyone's more than welcome. Parking's free, admission's free.
Everything's free.
Yeah. Come on down.
Sure. Rob, we appreciate your time here this morning, and this is a pretty neat place. And again, it's got the coolest jungle gyms I've ever seen.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Sure. Now let's get on to another playground. Welcome to Fedora's. Inside Fedora's now with owner Johnny Kuipers, or Johnny K. How'd you get Johnny K?
Well, it's a name that you had to do if you were in the entertainment business. And I had a doo-wop group.
Doo-wop, really?
Singing? Singing, yeah. And of course, karaoke, you needed a name to
Johnny K.
Come up each time, because if you just say John, it could be 10 Johns coming up.
Yeah, my father's name was John.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's how it started. Yeah.
So, did you ever sing up on the stage here?
The stages in Laguna Woods and Laguna Hills. In
really?
Desert. Yeah, we did a lot of the clubhouses here, and probably some people will remember if they ever watch this show. So
how did Fedora's come about?
Well, I was retired for 12 years, and all of a sudden I had nothing to do. So my partner and I decided, well, why don't we do something before we get really old? And
it's like we do here.
Yeah, and just get a bar and make it a nice little bar for entertainment. Sort of like a Cheers bar, that caters to people.
Now, how long has Fedora's been open?
We opened June 1st, 2021, so it's...
Was that during COVID?
Well, we were ready in 2020, but we couldn't open on the inside because of COVID. Yeah, so we had to wait until 2021.
Now, was this club existing before then?
It was a sports bar.
Okay, because I noticed there's a lot of TVs around.
Right, yeah, these are all brand new TVs.
Right.
It doesn't even look like the original place, other than the wood scenario.
No, the setting here is, as I've been here many times, it's gorgeous. People like to come here for lunch and dinner, correct?
Lunch, dinner, entertainment.
And I've heard that the salads are pretty darn good.
Salads are really good, yeah. Cobb salads, Caesar salads, and especially also the burgers.
Yeah, okay.
I think that's what we're known for.
Is your burgers?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I also say you're also known for great beer.
Yeah,
the beer tap up there is just, what are your hours?
We opened 11 o'clock in the morning.
In Norfolk,
every day.
For lunch?
And for lunch, and then we close around whenever people want to leave. Usually it's around 10. 11.
Okay.
But we'll go until 1 or 2 if need be.
Now, when did you start entertainment? Pretty much when you opened?
When we opened, yeah.
Okay. Do you do live bands? Is it karaoke?
Both. live bands usually every Friday. It caters to the classic rock music of the 60s and 70s and 80s. And, karaoke during the week.
Are you the host of the karaoke?
No. We have a KJ that does that, a karaoke jock.
Oh, okay.
Hi, I'm Jeff, and I'm the KJ here at Fedora's. And we have karaoke here on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tuesday and Thursday it starts at 7 p.m., Saturday at 8 p.m., and Sunday at 6 p.m. And there's bands here too, sometimes on Fridays, sometimes on Saturdays. It's always fun. But if there is not a band, we'll have karaoke on both nights. So check our schedules and you'll know when we have it. So it's a good time. We have an awesome sound system here and we have a lot of great singers. So you will have fun. Good time, awesome sound system, great food and drink. So we'll look forward to seeing you here.
Now, I noticed when you have all the TVs around, can somebody come here like on a Sunday and watch some NFL football?
Of course. This can also be known as a sports bar because we have all the sports, whether it's football, baseball.
So
it's right here.
If somebody wanted to come see in, say, an out-of-market game, we're in the Los Angeles market and may play the Chargers and the Rams. If somebody wanted to watch a Buffalo Bills game, could they come in and see that?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh.
You got it all.
Now, you're not here 7 days a week, are you?
Well, actually, I'm here 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
Yes.
I thought you were retired.
Well, yeah, I was, but having a bar restaurant is a full-time job.
Yeah, but there's got to be somebody that helps you.
But I've got some help, and it's a gentleman named Tony, a very capable man.
Can we talk to Tony?
Of course,
okay. Sure.
I'll see if I can find him. He's usually here doing the bar or everything else.
Let's talk to Tony. Now here with Tony Frias, also at Fedora's, and Johnny K speaks very highly of you. He says he can't run the place without you. What's your secret?
My secret is that he lets me run the place. He just lets me do it.
But you guys obviously work really well together. I mean, you're both in here 7 days a week working?
We are. We've known each other quite a long time. He's like a brother from another mother.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
So it's we've known each other quite a bit, and we kind of know each other, and you know we know how to keep the friendship on one side and the business on the other, and and he just we know what needs to get done. He gets his side done. I get my side. It's kind of one of those osmosis things. You just nod and you get right to it.
But had you run bars before? Had you been?
No, this is my first foray.
Okay. Because I mean, it's not an easy job. I mean, it's
not easy. It's been a lot of fun, but it's not easy. But we each bring different attributes to it. I've done personnel. I've done sales. I've run some businesses. Not my own, but business for others. And we all kind of brought a little bit of all those flavors to Fedora's.
And it feels that too when you walk into Fedora's. It feels like it's a homey place. Like Johnny said, it was like Cheers. Like
exactly.
That type of feeling. It is a great feeling. And but on entertainment nights, do you and Johnny ever get up and sing with the bands? Because you're a doo-wop group, right?
Yeah, actually, I know a couple of times we've been invited to, and I happened to be walking in front of the band when they were playing once, and they were singing, I forget what it is, and he held a mic in front of me and, uttered a few lyrics, and then that was it. But no, we don't actually get up and sing with the band. So
Well, I just want to say, Fedora's is a great place to come just for the entertainment and the food. And again, thank you both for
thank you
coming in.
Everybody's welcome.
Cool. And now from the adult playground to the kids' playground.
Beyond the Gates today at Pretend City Children's Museum with Maria. Could you say your last name for me?
Tina Harrow Dowdle.
Thank you very much for joining us here. We're building one brain at a time, and it's mine, Maria.
Yes.
And what do you do here? I mean, you know a lot about this place, and this is a fabulous playground.
It is. It's a wonderful place for children. I'm the COO here, so I kind of oversee education, our facilities, our events, everything that kind of goes on here every day.
Now, when you say build better brains, I noticed as we walked in here, there's a Trader Joe's, there are UPS, there's all sorts of, we're standing in a farm.
Right.
So kids come in here, and if they want to be working at a retail store like a Trader Joe's or a UPS, you teach them how to do that?
So they actually come in and we encourage the parents to learn and play along with their kids. So lots of interaction, and we're building better brains. We're really focusing on 0 to 8-year-olds, and you go into Trader Joe's, and you're not just shopping, but
Right.
you're sorting.
Oh, okay.
You're categorizing. You're looking at numbers, how many apples you have, all of that kind of stuff when we're building better brains.
Now, who staffs this? Are they teachers? Are they actors? Because I noticed there's a stage up there. And they're
Yes, we actually call our staff, our stage staff, and our pretensioneers that work on the floor, and engage with our guests and everyone that walks in the door.
singing and laughing and what was the brainchild of this? Who came up with this idea? I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah, so we have 2 ladies that actually came up with the idea 20 years ago.
Wow.
And when they came up with the idea, they actually took Pretend City on the road. So we had an RV and we visited schools and brought our...
Here in California?
Here in California, here in Orange County, and brought the curriculum to the classrooms and really thought about what do you want to do when you grow up? And so that's kind of how it came about, that now we have a pretend city where you can be a doctor, you can work at the grocery store, you can be a construction worker, you can run a cafe, and so
those are specifics.
Yes.
Are there curriculums that if a grandparent who we're talking to has let's expose my grandkids to all sorts of things. Are there curriculums they can follow to do this?
you know what?
Or it's got to be specific?
No, every child really can explore on their own, and every learning space is what we call it. Instead of an exhibit, we call it a learning space.
Is that what we're in now?
Yeah, in the farm.
Okay.
So there is an intentional purpose behind each area. So whether you're 0 or you're 8 or you're a parent, there's always a learning opportunity in that space. So you take this, and depending on where you are developmentally or how you want to play with your child, so it's not a set curriculum that you're following, you're just playing and let play, help you learn.
But there are certain curriculums, like what is
Yes.
Good to Go?
Right, Good to Go is actually different programs that we offer for parents to see where their child is
At
in their
different
developmental.
stages? Okay.
Yeah, so we have questionnaires that parents, grandparents can fill out and kind of follow their kids around and see where they are. Maybe they might need a little help with, gross motor skills. Right now, actually, after, a lot of people being isolated, we see that a lot of kids aren't developing, the little ones aren't developing like they would 5 years ago. So they come here and they can work on their small motor skills or large motor skills. We actually have a set of stairs right here that helps kids learn how to go up and down stairs, because that's something that we learned that they couldn't do.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I was looking at some of the rosters of things you have. What is Baby Steps?
Baby Steps is an amazing program we do once a month, and it is open to 0 to 18 months. And so the entire museum is filled with just little babies. And so they're able to explore at their own level and not have older kids that are here in the space. And they're all babies. A lot of the parents that come are first-time parents. So they're able to engage and kind of meet each other and form, communicate with each other about their little baby.
It sounds like you open on weekends.
Yes.
So what are the days you're open?
So we're open, right now we're open Wednesday through Sunday. We do have 2 sessions, so people can come in for a 10 to 12:30 session.
Okay.
We break in between to sanitize, to clean, to get everything nice and clean.
That, yeah.
Yeah, for the next session that goes from 1:30 to 4. If people are members of the museum, we give them a special hour in the morning from 9 to 10. They can come and explore and play before the general public comes in. So we have a lot of grandparents that come with little ones during that time as well.
Now, I noticed you were asking me as a musician if some musicians from the village would come here to perform. Would you really want that?
Yes, we actually would love to have volunteers, senior volunteers that have a talent that they want to share. Maybe they want to come and tell stories, not reading, but maybe they want to come and tell stories. Maybe they're a musician and they want to come and just play.
Like a guitar player.
A guitar or, ukulele or the flute or whatever. The more that we expose kids to, the better. The more their brains are working and learning. So
would they get in touch with you?
They could call me, and then I could get them in touch with our volunteer coordinator and our programming person.
I never even thought about that.
Yeah.
Cool.
So like someone that maybe has a hobby in sewing or is a painter or something like that, we would love to have them come and volunteer.
What is your busiest time of the year?
Busiest time is summer, definitely.
Yeah,
so
okay.
yeah, kids are out of school. We have people that are vacationing. We get up to 1,200 people in a day. So we're very busy.
Very busy.
Yeah.
Wow. Are there different programs throughout the year that are holiday based or based on something in the calendar?
Yes. So obviously in the fall we have a big Halloween event coming up for Halloween, and we'll have stations, and we have a little maze for little ones to go through, just like adults would go through a big maze. We have a little kid maze and some games for Christmas. We have lots of visits with Santa. They're going to be coming, but we also celebrate lots of other cultures. So throughout the year we might have something for, the Jewish faith, for Indian, Mexican, lots of different cultures, and we like to.
You try to diversify through the whole year.
Yeah, and something cool that we have in the spring is something called Kidstock, and so it's kind of like Woodstock, but it's for kids.
Oh, wow!
And so during that time, we have musicians come in, people that someone wants to, read stories, or they want to do dance or anything like that. That's also a good time for your residents to come and volunteer.
The village does Woodstock in June. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
We bring in a bunch of musicians and do pretty much the same. But that's interesting. Now, you say, what time do you close?
We close at 4 o'clock.
But your members, do you have things after that? You have programs after that?
Yes, so sometimes we have events specifically for members. We will during the holidays for Christmas, and during the summer we have like member events as well. We did movies in the park.
In our talks you mentioned, was it Autism Night?
Yes, we have Autism Night once a month, and that's in the evening from 5 to 7:30. We offer this night specifically for families with neurodiverse kids, so they could be 3, they could be 18, it doesn't matter. They come in with their families, it's completely free. Some will come in with their therapist, some will bring grandma, grandpa, aunt, and uncle, and it's a whole family event for them, and
Wow.
it's so touching to see those kids come. And
That would be,
Yeah.
yeah.
I know.
Maria, thank you very much for your time here at the Pretend City Children's Museum, building one brain at a time.
You're welcome. Thank you so much for visiting us today.
Sure.
Really enjoyed it.
We're beyond the gates now to pretend. Now I'm thinking about it. We are today at Pretend City's Children's Museum with Maria, Tina. Maria, Tina, and Carol.
Thank you very much for tuning in to Beyond the Gates. We know a lot of you like watching this program every single week, and we appreciate you tuning in. We'd also like to find out what your input is. Tell us where you'd like to see us go. Tell us where you'd like to see Beyond the Gates go.
You can contact us at beyondthegates33@gmail.com.
Again, thanks for watching.